Our Creator, Allah the Almighty, Rabbul Alameen, says in the Quran, Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr, that the night of decree, right, is better than 1,000 months. That verse can be found in Surah Al-Qadr. My name is Muhammad. I am Hafiz al-Quran. I am a graduate from an Islamic institution in Cape Town, South Africa, and currently I am a student at the University of Cape Town, currently majoring in computer science. If you would like to know a little bit more about who I am, and if you want to figure out if my words are worth listening to, then inshallah I suggest that you watch the video that I posted at the beginning of Ramadan. Should be Ramadan day 1, and inshallah you can figure that out for yourself. The night of power, Laylatul Qadr. Look, this is something that I'm sure I don't need to give anybody a lecture about or class about, subhanallah. We're all familiar with it, but just subhanallah, even just the verse alone that I began this video with, that the night, if found, is worth 1,000 months, right? Subhanallah, I think there are lectures, there are videos, subhanallah. In terms of knowledge, just the chapter in the Quran, right? Surah Al-Qadr, that in itself has an abundance of knowledge, right? If we're looking for information about this night, the virtues, the blessings, subhanallah. And what this video is not me giving you any type of lecture or class on that night, but subhanallah, it's merely just a reminder to look. If you don't know much about it, certainly inshallah do research, read up about it, but it's just a reminder to subhanallah seek this night and try and make the most of it. When I say seek this night, I mean perform your ibadah during these last 10 nights of Ramadan. And so subhanallah, I think the timing of this video as well sort of plays into the topic, right? That's why I'm making this video, is because we are entering / we in the last 10 days, last 10 nights of Ramadan, right? And subhanallah, blessed times. Alhamdulillah, assuming that you are watching this soon after it's come out, alhamdulillah, we have been able to reach the last 10 nights of Ramadan and be present during the last 10 days / nights of the Ramadan, right? So that in itself, alhamdulillah, is something to be grateful for. But subhanallah, making the most and truly trying to just understand what the night has to offer, if we can find it, because subhanallah, there's just this real world analogy that I like to give these real world analogies because I think sometimes it just makes things feel more real in a sense. Subhanallah, imagine working a job, right? Some of us who's watching this do, and some of us maybe don't, but you can just sort of imagine having a job, having a hourly wage as well. So you have an hourly wage at your job, and let's say 1 month, right, your boss comes and he says there's going to be a night where if you work, your hourly wage will 10 times, right? So subhanallah, work with me. There's going to be a random night, right, in this next week, that subhanallah, if you work on that night, however many hours you work, your hours worked, your hourly wage that night, that is unknown, your income or your pay will get 10 times, and you will just find that out at the end of the month, and you'll see it in your bank account, type of thing, or you'll see it in your pay, right? Subhanallah, why I gave that example, and you can see why I'm making the correlation, is because I just, with that example, subhanallah, the follow-up question is, what all would we do to try and make the most of whenever that night's gonna be? SubhanAllah, let's just be honest for a second, right? What would we do? What type of efforts, what sort of sacrifices would we make? Even if we don't work during the night, even if it might be difficult, SubhanAllah, just think about, you'll make a way to somehow work. And let's be honest, you wouldn't work 1 hour, because SubhanAllah, if you work 2 hours, let's just say, on this specific night, SubhanAllah, it's 2 hours worth of pay times 10. Right? So SubhanAllah, the more hours you work obviously is going to, multiply whatever the pay is going to be. So SubhanAllah, that's just the example I wanted to give. That is sort of a real world example. And SubhanAllah, obviously, the comparison is nowhere near to the blessings and just what the weight and what is waiting for us on the night of power, right? SubhanAllah, this world and its sort of, and its materialistic rewards and things of this nature, it will never compare. But SubhanAllah, I'm just trying to give that example, and I'm just trying to remind whoever is interested in hearing that reminder, to both myself and whoever's watching this, inshallah. Allah make it so that we engage, on the specific night that we are engaging in much ibadah, that Allah accept all of our efforts, that our intentions are pure, and that we are truly doing whatever we are doing for the sake of pleasing Allah. And that may Allah reward us abundantly, and may we see, the results of our efforts in the year after, inshallah. May Allah guide, protect and assist us in everything that we do, inshallah.